Hello, welcome to Always Sides Podcast, where I, your host, Malia Breckenridge, and
Co-host Benjamin.
we'll be reading and discussing Reddit stories. Our first story of the day will be, am I the asshole for calling my grandparents out in my wedding speech?
No.
So just for some background context, my parents eloped because my mom was a teenage mom, and her parents were not chill about it, so to stand in solidarity, my dad agreed and told my grandparents, the ones this post is about, that they weren't going to have a wedding and only have 2 witnesses. Jump 30 years and now I am getting married. My entire life I was told the story from every angle, so I felt that with bringing both sets of grandparents together would finally close this off and put a nice ribbon on the situation. My grandparents say that they are coming and everything seems great. Jump to about a month before the wedding, and my grandparents tell my dad that they would not be coming and instead going to Scotland for vacation. The only explanation they gave was that this may be the only last time they can go. Note, this is not the first time that they have gone to Scotland. So when it came to giving my wedding speech, I gave the obvious thank yous and whatnot, and then said, we thank those for coming, and those who couldn't, thank you for at least staying in the country. My uncle, their other son, let them know that this was said, and now they are giving me the cold shoulder, and my uncle thinks I should apologize. My family and my wife have agreed with me that it was the tame thing to say and that it could have been a lot worse. What do you guys think? Am I the asshole?
Before I
That
jump
asshole
to
is the uncle.
conclusions again, just, don't mind me Googling some stuff.
Elope? Elope is when
Define
you go
elope.
away.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
Googled it. Yeah, I know.
You've talked about it.
I know. I just like to make sure what we're discussing, I understand. Anyway, I don't think they're the asshole. I genuinely think what they said, I'm not going to say perfect,
It wasn't even mean. It was
but it
so
wasn't mean.
sweet.
It was sweet.
Like, kind of one of those backhanded, like, fuck
Yeah.
you, but,
It could have been worse, though. It could have been so much worse.
Because that's not something, you don't miss a wedding just because of your petty, that's what grandparents do, though. They're
Yeah.
really petty. It's just for no reason. Nah, that's, I don't think they're not the asshole in any way. That uncle is an asshole, though. You didn't have to tell them. There was no need for that. You made, like, drama out of nothing. I cannot stand people who make drama out of nothing. Like, there's no need for
Yeah.
it, but they're like, I'm gonna make something.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's how uncles are. But, yeah, I'm an uncle. So.
We know you're an uncle. All right, so our next story will be,
Am I the asshole for telling my friend she should focus on her kids instead of my infertility? My 25 female friend has 5 kids to all different baby daddies. Damn. Okay. I'm not one to usually judge, but her parents are raising them and she still lives at home.
oh, what the?
She lives at home with 5 kids.
That's a lot of child support.
5 kids. They must have a big house, I'll tell you that.
I doubt it.
She refuses to let the father see the kids, and she's never home, always out with her friends and at parties, leaving the kids with her parents because it's their responsibility.
Oh.
What?
What? I'm gonna need you to, what's the word? Like, alliterate.
Is she dumb?
She sounds like, 5 different guys. You get pregnant every time?
It wouldn't surprise me if she's going out getting a 6th one right now.
Probably is pregnant with number 6. All right, let's go.
I don't get that. I don't understand how it's her parents' responsibility, how it's their responsibility. In no way, shape, or form, it's not.
It's not. It's just this way of this girl being like, oh, like, care for my kids because, no one else is going to.
Yeah. Anyway, the story continues. So, she recently got her new boyfriend. Damn, it sounds like she's got it on Amazon Prime delivery or something.
That's probably how they sound is.
She recently got with her new boyfriend, and they decided to try for a baby.
What?
What? Okay.
No, does this dude not see the pattern?
Oh, I'm intrigued where this goes to the end for sure. She called me last week and said she was pregnant. I was so happy for her until she started making rude comments towards me. My husband and I have been trying to get pregnant with our second baby for 2 years now, with no luck. I usually don't get upset about other people's pregnancies because it's no one's fault or problem that I can't get pregnant, but she was making comments like, it must suck to be you. I get pregnant so easily. She's a bitch. Today, she called me crying, saying that she didn't want this baby because her and her boyfriend were fighting.
What?
This is a roller coaster.
You're gonna be like, nah, I don't want this kid anymore. 9 months.
Let's have
pregnant.
kids. Fights. Yeah, we're not going to have kids anymore, sorry.
Oh my God.
Not even an hour later, she sent me a picture of her bloated belly and said, Oh my gosh, I look so pregnant already. I bet you wish you could get pregnant. I love my baby so much. Okay, does she have like split personality or something? Like
5 different kids, 5 different daddies.
a new boyfriend who was most likely mailed,
It's like one of the, oh my god,
pregnant.
it's like just wanting a child for the be like, oh my god, I have a kid.
Anyway, I snapped and told her that she should worry more about her kids and focus on herself instead of random guys and my infertility. So, am I the asshole? I mean,
Not at all.
why would you be the asshole?
Yeah,
okay?
I don't understand how who put you in that situation where like you're the dick. Oh man.
I mean, she's not your friend. If anything, she's just trying to brag and make you miserable by bragging about what she can, how she can get pregnant, and her friend can't.
How she can get pregnant and can't take care of kids.
Yeah, she has 5 kids and can't even look after them. Say like it's their parents' responsibility. Like she needs to take a closer look at herself.
Yeah.
And actually, do something with her life by the looks of things. Not only that, she doesn't even let the dad see them, or the dads, should I say?
That's oh my god. This story.
Sadly, they don't mention why, but it would be interesting if they did, because that would certainly be very interesting to say the least.
It's just so stupid to like even have to talk about this
Yeah.
and be like, are you the asshole? No, just off the title. No, like oh my god.
Anyway, the next Reddit story that we've got: am I the asshole for putting locks on the kitchen cabinets and fridge and not removing them after my roommate demanded me to? Okay, let's see where this goes. I, 19 female, and my roommate, 20 female, have been living in a flat together for 2 to 3-ish months now. It's been pretty good so far, since we keep to ourselves, but it's nice to see each other when we see each other. Our class schedules are completely different, so we don't see each other much, which one of us is running out the door to get to class. Recently, I've taken a problem with my roommate taking leftover food I brought home from my job. As a server, the cooks are very nice and make sure I have something to eat. Well, they seem very nice. And
Love
eating
that.
it as well as some of my snacks. I have no problem with her having it, but she hasn't asked once. I tried to find food for lunch and I find out she's already eaten it. It has been very annoying. I mean, if someone's nicking my food, my leftover food, I'll be annoyed. At least have the courtesy to ask. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, I mean like roommate. Living with roommates. That's a no. That's a big nope. Because you it's hard living with like a significant other, let alone just a roommate, because you don't know how they live, and if they're gonna live like that, like they're living like they would if they were still with their families. Stupid.
ain't no one taking my leftover food.
Not your Chinese.
Nah, my Chinese is mine.
Okay. Can I have some?
No. Anyway, last night, after my shift, I stopped by a bakery to pick up my favourite pastries and then put them in the fridge to save them for today when I hang out with my friends. Guess what I found when I was about to leave? Her eating them all in the kitchen. I tried to confront her, but she then ran out the door saying she was late for class. I quickly went to the store and brought some locks and put locks on the fridge and any cabinets that had my food in, while moving hers to another cabinet, then left to hang out with my friends. When she came home, she was fuming and was texting me saying I had to come and remove the locks now, but I just responded saying I'm not removing them until you stop stealing my food. I came home and found the flat a mess and her gone since she was staying with a friend. Am I the asshole?
Little extreme, but I mean like like that's not it's not an asshole thing to do. I mean it's definitely an asshole thing to do, but what the girl was doing was more so like a problem
Yeah.
that needs to be addressed, and you're never gonna get anywhere unless you do something. Like you're kind of the asshole, but at the same time you're definitely not, because what they did was also extremely fucked up and you cannot stop somebody unless you do something. But that was super extreme, and you could have just taken your food and gotten a mini fridge or some shit. Obviously, that's expensive, but you're living with 2 people. What are you gonna do?
That is true. I don't think she's the asshole. Fair enough. I wouldn't go out and buy locks and lock the fridge or the cupboard. But if I'm living with a roommate or someone, I don't know who I'd be living with, but regardless, if they're nicking my food, or in this situation, my Chinese, okay, I'm locking them.
Mhm.
To prove a point, I wouldn't keep it locked for long. I'd be like, look, you've got to stop nicking my food because it's my food.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, she did the nice thing. She moved food to other cupboards where she could access it.
Well, her food, the other girl's food.
Yeah, if anything, I wouldn't have done that.
I don't think I don't think I would ever go as far as to lock it all up, but I would have definitely been like, if you don't stop this, like, I'm gonna move out and you're gonna have to figure your rent out on your own. Threaten her with something that you know you won't do, but she doesn't know that, so it's more as like, hey, like, I'm gonna leave if you keep doing this because I can't live like this. And what's she gonna do? She doesn't have anybody else to pay for the rent, so she'll be fucked.
Yeah. The only asshole thing about the situation, other than the person stealing the food, is locking the food they may have brought together.
I don't think they bought any food together.
I don't think they have, but you
It
know,
was all
any
sold
form of
separately.
shared food, locking that up if it was
There
locked
was no
up,
shared
but I
food, it
don't
was
think there
just-
was. But I don't think they're the asshole. You know, maybe just invest in a mini fridge. You know, just have your own. Go in your if they have their own bedroom or room, of course. You know, buy a mini fridge. You know, might as well buy a cooker, dishwasher at that point, sink. You
Oh
know,
my God. Get your own
make
apartment.
yourself a little kitchen in your room.
Yep.
But I don't think she's the asshole. If anything, her friend is the asshole. If it, maybe a slight soft, you're the asshole for locking the cupboards, perhaps. But still, you know, that is still something I would do. But
Mhm.
the story is funny though. It is. I do find it quite funny.
No, it's.
But I really hope they sort out their food problem. You know.
I hope they sort that out too. I think that she should get a new roommate though.
You know, it seems like a roommate problem.
It's always the other
It's
person.
always another person. Maybe looking at getting another roommate might be the better thing to do, might be the best thing to do. Don't know how you'd go about it. Maybe, you know, just change the locks on the door and be like, right, peace.
Yeah.
Match the cupboards.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed our podcast today. Don't forget to follow our social media at Always Sides. It's on everything: TikTok, Instagram,
Just all of them.
Twitter, everything. We also have other audio formats available on Spotify and Apple Podcast. So until next time.